I'm gonna keep moving. I'm smart. I'm
Now
smart.
I think the only type of orgasm that I can move after is if I have like a nipple orgasm. Cause I've had a where he sucked on my nipples, play with my nipples, and I've came like that orgasm nature, came orgasm, like it's horrible. I didn't even take off my pants and done.
Can you can you can you ex can you explain that, please?
Well, my nipples are one of my erogenous zones, so my nipples are definitely one of my spots, and I've had him suck them, centrally rub them with his fingers, just on my nipples. We didn't get to no sex. We didn't get to the sex, like, and I'm
Yeah,
trying not.
that's okay. So that's down here on fantasy and G spot
Okay,
orgasm. So
okay,
let's go. Yeah, so we down here G spot orgasm. Resulting in stimulation in erotic zones. So please explain it to me because you know what? Sometimes someone gets mad at me. And I'm glad I got somebody in here today because someone gets mad at me sometimes talking about you so childish. You want no, some things I don't know or I don't have a name for them. So when I
right.
don't have a name for them, I just be in the active. So some people don't, when you're in the privacy of your own home and you just don't know, you're in your own box. When you're in your box, you don't explore that other part. So you don't
Definitely.
know the name of these things. And while we got the, sexologists on here, we're gonna learn some things. I don't know. I don't know these things.
And there are different for well, we all supposedly have them all, but different ones trigger different things.
Right.
So like for me, like the neck, a lot of women have, even men, that neck, you kiss and lick on their neck, they're weak, they're getting hot and bothered, they're getting ready. So erogenous zones are, you know how when people say that's my spot, those are typically erogenous zones outside of the G spot. When you say that's my spot, that's typically an erogenous zone. So even if like some women, if I'm massaging your scalp and like you like, hold up, babe, hold on, babe, whoa, babe, calm down, you know, spots like that's my spot. You rub my hair too long, baby, hold on, I'm gonna calm down, calm down. So different. So anytime you hear somebody say that's my spot, that's typically an erogenous zone.
Okay. That's what they call that. See, I know. I got my hair washed. I just
Now
fell
it
out. I
definitely
fell out to the floor.
it definitely is one. Your hair, your scalp. I mean, just in like when a man kisses your inner thigh, and you just like hold on, like you get weak. You get that. That's a spot. That's an erogenous zone. So for me, my biggest one is my nipples. Like, and he sucks on them, kissing my orgasm from it. My man didn't even take off my pants, and I'm like, Lord, I didn't take off the pants. I didn't get nothing. And I'm a little messed up down there. And I've had those where I've tensed, my body still tenses up. It's not as strong as me having a vaginal orgasm, but it gets me
Mhm.
there. And I'm like, well, shit. Alrighty then. So yeah, definitely the nipples. I
I
mean,
I need somebody to. You know what? I need to learn some things in almost in 50. You know what? We learn things as we get older because I hear some of my older friends that just are now single and they call it our Stella moments,
mhm,
learn new things and get to new heights in their lives. And yeah, most definitely.
definitely. I mean,
I want to learn these things.
it's a learning process. I mean, because even think about it, I had to go through schooling and I learned a lot, and I was still like, golly, and it's still stuff that I have to learn. There's still a lot of stuff out there. It's like, whoa, the sex world. I mean, the sex world is amazing. Like I'm not an expert in BDSM by far, something like that. A lot of that turns people on when people have orgasms from simply being um, hit with a whip, hit with a paddle, like that. They get off on that. That's another, you know what I'm saying? So everybody has their own little thing that can make them orgasm. There's some different kinks that'll make people orgasm. So, it's a lot. It's a lot out there. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot. Look at me. It's a lot.
It, it,
And
it's definitely a lot going on.
but see, 'cause like you said, a lot of people think, a lot of women and a lot of men think just because they see creaming and they get wet, they think they're climaxing and they get into a certain point. What about getting to those spots? Their G spots. Getting to the, what was the other word? Can you give me a
Erogenous
erogenous
zone.
spots? Yes. When they get into those spots, that's when they're really getting into that person.
Exactly.
I I take it when they get into those spots, or unless they're a clever lover, when they get into those spots, that's when they want to learn and love a person. I might be using that word loosely, not love, but get to really satisfy that person. If they want to satisfy that person and getting them to that real, that good climax, they know what they're doing.
Exactly. No, I mean it's all true. Just like, for example, when you're giving a man oral, that's I know, like for my man, I know I can do everything I'm doing, but I know which point that I'm going to get him to climax because I know the move that's going to finish him. I know
Mm,
exactly what move we're going to do, and you're done because I've learned him. When you learn the people, and you really get to you're really interested in them. You're not just trying to hit and quit, because that's what a lot of people don't realize. Some of these people just want to hit and quit. Like, he doesn't know
right,
your body, he doesn't know anything about you. He ain't trying to. He was trying to get his, and he's gone. He don't want, or she's trying to get hers, and she's gone. You good.
right.
So yeah, you should appreciate when somebody truly gets to know your body. You definitely should appreciate it. They learn the different parts. If they got to blow on your ear, and you just gonna pass out. Like, be happy when people learn these things, because some people ain't trying to learn you at all. They just trying to get theirs and go home. They ain't, yeah. So definitely, I think that people should. Sometimes with a partner, you learn more about yourself. I'm a whole believer that you should definitely learn your body first. You should learn yourself, learn about yourself, find out what makes you scream and squirm, and then learn more with your partner. Your partner is an added addition. Because if I feel like if you don't know your body, it's better you know your body. Your partner is an addition to adding to that of you knowing your body and learning your body. Because sometimes you might not know you had that spot, but I'll take a vibrator and I'll rub it on my neck. I kind of see if I got any new little spots and things that I need to creak. So if I squirm a little bit, I'm like, ah, yeah, that's it. Like, I'll just rub it down my body to kind of figure out, might have a new spot today. Might have something that's a little sensitive.
Yeah, I was about to say. So, do you get new sensitive places on your body?
I wouldn't necessarily say they were new per se. I did say new, but I think it's places that we probably didn't know of because we didn't explore it. Like,
Mm.
a lot of people don't know that their feet might be something because they ain't getting their toes sucked, massaged, and so they wouldn't know.
I'm
And
not shaking my head to the feet suck because I've had that experience, and it's a wonderful experience.
see, a
But
lot,
don't play with my feet because I'm very sensitive and everything can happen. Because I had the videotape today because I went and got my feet, my nails done, and I had to videotape the lady, and because I was having all kind of moments, and I said, "Ma'am," and she's, "You ticklish." I said, "No, no, no, no. You don't understand." I'm like, "No, no, ma'am, you really don't." And I didn't have enough time to download the video so I could put it in here. So, ma'am, please don't, because I really was one of my eyes. I mean, like 1 hour straight, the other eye was just all rolled. I don't know how I did it, but that eye was just, it was all flipped over, and I'm like, "Ma'am, you have no idea what you're doing at this very moment to me
see,
in
that's
this chair, because
some of
that
you,
massage chair just going." She down there with that foot.
man.
Don't it just, yeah, those things just don't happen
You see,
like
it's
that.
different. Is there a lot of women don't get their feet play? I mean, they even some. Okay, say some women go to the nail shop. It's different from if a man maybe puts that extra pressure on your feet. A different type of way. He might run his finger down your foot. Like, you might learn something new every day. Like, your body is literally different.
And see, that's what I'm okay. So let me go to this because I think it's a romantic thing to do. You might not do it, but I used to do it. To do like a foot bath for my man. Because I think it's a romantic thing.
My man
Because
don't like me touching his feet, but I
he
would
don't
for now. But for
want
him, I mean, I told him I don't care if your feet. You know what I'm saying? I love you, so I massage his feet. Give him, I do all that for him. He just don't like his feet being touched.
I
His feet. I think his feet might be a little sensitive too, because he hates it. Like, he don't touch my feet. I'm
that
like,
that's the reason why he's sensitive.
Yeah,
It's the point. It's the point in his body, because from that point all the way up, I will touch every inch on a man's body.
I
Like
am.
that's like that sensitive points of his body. Like, yeah, I got you.
I think a foot bath is intimate too, so it builds intimacy when you give me
Mm-hmm.
a man a foot bath because women don't tend to always cater to men
Mm-mm.
like they should. So I think that'll just make it intimate. And think about it. If people build the intimacy outside the bedroom like they're supposed to, the orgasms inside the bedroom will happen way more
It,
often and be much better.
it would be awesome because you could do little things. See, the women just think like material stuff and all that. You just find the minute thing. He would find sexy in you. He he would be like, well, dang,
Exactly.
because what you do ain't nobody can do. Don't worry about what the next and the last did, because they ain't even gonna be able to compare to what you're doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's something. Grab his feet, because I got a lot of friends that we. I ain't touching no man feet. I ain't doing no manicures for that. He better go to the nail salon and do that. You don't understand. It's the
But
intimacy part of it.
if he's your man, then you might as well touch his feet. I mean, I didn't touch my man's feet. He just don't like him. He's just real. He's
Right.
like not my. If he asked me to today, I'd be like, okay, go get the
Right.
stuff. I give you a little manicure. I scrape the bottom of your feet. I got you. I get you together. Because
Right.
you got to be a reflection of me, and I can't have you out here looking any kind of way. So if you need it, I got you. But I think that that's where some of the lost art of the intimacy is because men are trying to be intimate with women, but women are not trying to be as intimate with men. And I think that people fail to realize that intimacy starts outside of the bedroom, and they think intimacy. Every time they hear intimacy, they think we having sex.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
not that's not that's not intimacy.
that it's a part of intimacy, but that's not where intimacy.
That's not it.
Yeah, it ain't like you gotta intimacy it's intimate. It just simply means being close. So getting to learn your partner, getting to know new things about them. This is intimate. You can set. It doesn't even necessarily have to be candles lit. Because we think intimacy, we think automatically candles lit, dark room. It doesn't have to be that. It's really getting close to your partner. And
Right.
what they say, have, get in the mind, the body will follow,
And it will follow.
and the orgasms will follow too. Shoot,
And
orgasms.
well, it will get better. They don't understand that part. The the bigger, say it like this, the bigger the, well, I can't even say, the bigger the intimacy that you're doing, which are what I call the minute things, the bigger the orgasms would be with your partner.
They'll
So,
get what Janelle said something about those turns when you're so close and having strong orgasms. You build all that intimacy up, you'll feel real close to your
looking
partner.
at
And
them.
those tears will come. You'll be crying while you're having sex and be like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, I know what she's talking about. I did that moment, but you know
I,
what? I think I had tears for something else though.
you
Maybe
know what? Thing is, I've had amazing orgasms. Don't get it twisted. I'm just not a sex crier. Like it doesn't make me cry like it needs to. Like you know what I'm saying. But I've had amazing sessions. Like it's been amazing. I'm very close with my partner. We're very, we know he knows what to do. I know what to do. Like we know each other in and out. But I cry outside the bedroom enough. I think that's why I'm crying inside the bedroom. I think my tears just leave outside. Thank you. Like I'm just a crier on a regular, so I don't cry when I need to.
I became one, but I don't. It's not has nothing to do with sex. Not like that. That
Right.
when I said I had a tit, I think I didn't. That's a long story, but yeah. I mean, it's long. I mean, it was a long story, but yeah, I don't. You see, like me. Mm, I want to have a look at me. I want to have an orgasm. I'm just sitting over here. I'm just shaking. I just want. Mm-hmm. Yo.
Yeah,
Those.
like I said, headache, orgasm, period cramps, orgasm. You're feeling depressed, orgasm. Feeling stressed, orgasm.
So all of that. Well, no, okay. So if you're stressed, I understand being stressed. Have a good orgasm, but you may not want to. You may you may be so frustrated that you don't want to have sex to have that
You
orgasm.
can masturbate.
Oh,
Masturbate and have the same. You can masturbate and have an orgasm.
Yeah, the
Some
people can have orgasms. I
yeah.
mean, masturbate.
Sometimes to relieve that stress, you just want to be by yourself. Just play the mixtape on yourself.
See these two little things right there? It's to hold her down, not to go in, to hold her down. I can't. I personally can't masturbate, but I know people masturbate.
Yeah, I'm all about I got a shirt from Jamaica. It fit perfect. It says practice safe self. It says practice safe sex. I don't know if I can cuss on her, so I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, because I think,
But
yeah.
the shirt says practice safe sex. Fuck yourself. Which is the safe
Mm.
sex. As long as you're cleaning your toys, cleaning your hands right, and you're doing it right, it's sometimes being by yourself and coming is amazing.
So Marco said it's healthy
Mhm.
to masturbate.
Yeah,
I I don't know.
it has. I mean, it has health benefits too. It's known to help with your cardiovascular health because of the oxytocin and stuff that it releases. Orgasms,
Masturbation does?
orgasms are
Or
orga-
orgasm. Yeah,
orgasms are
orgasm does. That's why,
yeah
my
orgasms
oxygen and all that stuff is low right now. I'm having problems. I'm having health problems. And I think my doctor is worried about me.
orgasm. It helps a whole lot of stuff.
Yep.
Helps orgasm and is a amazing thing, and it's a natural remedy. It's cheap, it's free. I mean, it's free. So
What's free?
orgasm,
You having orgasms?
yeah, orgasms are
That's by
free.
yourself. See, y'all keep
Free,
talking.
free orgasms. Get you one.
I get them all the time.
and
That
and
ain't the right ones though.
yeah, it ain't the kind. The
That
other
ain't the kind.
kind. The other kind.
I
But
need the
yeah, I
other.
mean
I
it
need
def
the other release.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, it definitely has a lot of health benefits. Like I said, it's known to keep people healthy. Just when guy and for instance, if a guy's jacking off, he's orgasming. For one, when he's jacking off, he's keeping his oxygen flow to his penis. So it's healthy for guys to jack off, keep the oxygen flow, come have an orgasm, keep yourself together. Well, jacking off helps you in the bedroom with her too because you get one off, then you go with her, you can last longer and give her orgasm. It all rolls into like just one.
They said that's also good for the prostate gland and
It's
all
yes,
that.
it's
The great
it's good
stuff.
for. That's why I said it's good for all that. It's good for health in general. Orgasms, but you gotta actually have an orgasm. You can't just be cum. You gotta orgasm, people. It's the orgasm that releases, not
Right. So
masturbating.
for the males, explain that to them as well. We already talked about the women. Explain that to the men. You
What the
know,
I think one of the biggest I feel like misconceptions is that we only associate orgasms for one with women, not men.
Mhm.
Um, which is weird to me. But guys, I think guys assume that when they're coming, they're orgasming. Again, I think that they assume that, but guys know that young fellas, y'all know the difference. There's a difference between just coming and getting a nut and actually having an orgasm. You're gonna feel that same out of body experience that we're feeling. You're gonna tense up, your body's gonna jerk, you're gonna go through some things. It's gonna be one of them ones. You probably need a condom because you can't pull it out unless you're trying to get a pregnant. It's probably one of them ones you can't get out of. It's definitely one of them. So and I think the fellas don't realize that they orgasm. It's like I just feel like everybody women orgasm. I'm like, no, man orgasm too. Man definitely orgasm too. And it's definitely good for their health. Y'all prostate that y'all don't like want to get checked. Um that y'all should go get checked. Definitely go
Definitely.
get your prostate checked. Cause a lot of women are, just go get it checked. Women ain't into, they call something milking the prostate. Women ain't into doing that. So go get your prostate checked when it's time. Prostate cancer is real. And that's where your G spot is. Why would you mess up where your spot is? Don't mess it up.
Yes.
Cause if you
Let
if
them know that.
if you indirectly stimulate what we call the gooch, the taint, um, if you indirectly stimulate that right behind his balls, and you put a little pressure right there behind his balls and his butt, so just you can put a little pressure. If you into it, licking balls, you can lick it a little bit, put some pressure right there. You indirectly stimulate that, they will have a strong orgasm, and they ain't gonna know what hit them.
I'm sitting up here smiling and grinning and miming like this because that is okay. So, men, if a woman, I was taught this like years ago, but if a woman mess with you around there and you get kind of, you feel kind of good when she's down there in between, we call that the tainted spot. If you kind of like feeling good in between there, that's not because you feel kind of gay or nothing like that. Like Nene said, that's your G spot. That's your man good spot. She's hitting that spot. And if a woman finds that spot on you and you like what she's doing to you, she's magical.
And if
she's she's very magical. And
listen, and somebody like me, you ain't even gonna know I did it. You ain't even gonna know.
that part, you ain't even know she's dead. You ain't even know she's in and out because it's that good.
The head's feeling so good. You don't know. I'm massaging your balls with my thumb, taking my two fingers, and I'm putting the pressure right there, massaging and
Right.
using this hand to stroke you. I'm getting you out with my hands. You don't even gonna know what I'm doing. You're not gonna know. It's gonna feel too good for you to understand.
That's what I'm saying. But see, but by the time you realize anything going on,
You done came already. You done.
right?
And the technical word for that too. I meant to say it because we call it the gooch the tank in the community. It's called the perineal. That's what it's actually called. You don't have to remember that word, but we call it the gooch the tank. But that's also why I feel like fellas are scared of prostate exams for one, because they feel like it might be something they might end up liking. And it's not uncommon for guys to get, for one, if a woman's doing it, if you get your woman doctor to check your prostate if you want to. If you feel safer with a woman, get your woman doctor to check your prostate. Because when I go, my OBGYN is definitely always a man. I'm okay with the man looking up my cooch.
I
Something
done
that
had a woman too one time, but I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna tell you I had a woman one time. I'm gonna tell you she didn't want so far. But she said, "I need you to school down a couple more times." But her last word, and that was the last time I went because I felt kind of uncomfortable, and she was like, "I know your husband loves to be in you. Why her hand is going trying to find my cervix because it's deep and tilted. I ain't go back because I felt very uncomfortable.
would have threw me off too. Like, hold up, this is sexual harassment, right? Like,
Right.
you can't do that. And I learned that when I was pregnant, the male doctor, he was so easygoing, checking me and everything. When I went into labor, went to the hospital, they had a women nurse. Hey, doc, if you don't get your hand out of me right now, she just jabbing it out like I ain't in pain, bitch. I'm having contractions. They so rough with it. Like, you ain't got one of these. You got one, don't you? We got the
Right.
same thing. Like, you ain't gonna be a little more sensitive to my needs right now. But but if fellas get you, if it's not, it's not gay if a woman licks your ass, puts a finger in your ass, because she's a woman. It's a woman doing it. It's not gay. And if you enjoy this because your G spots up there, and she can touch it, put a finger up there, massage a little bit of your G spots right there. I know y'all don't like it, but it's why a lot of men like getting it in the butt. Think about it. They getting satisfied. And women too, if you like anal sex, it's it indirectly stimulates your clit while you getting anal sex, and anal sex has been known to give you some strong orgasms. I tried anal sex too early in life, way too early in life.
I don't do it. You know
I,
what?
I don't. I
Been
was
there, done that. Don't like it.
Yeah, I was 16. He talked me into it, but I was 16. I shouldn't have been having sex, let alone anal sex. Like, he was my first. Like, why am I having anal sex with you? And I realized I shouldn't have been, but But yeah,
You were brave.
I was, I very, because I shouldn't have been. You shouldn't have been touching me back there. He didn't talk me into some stuff I should never have been doing, but I did it, and it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
all.
think I was having orgasms back then. But yeah, let her touch your gooch, your tank. Don't be, because for one, don't be ashamed of it, which I think a lot of fellas are because they enjoy it. It's definitely not gay. Something is gay is when you're doing it between two men. That makes it gay. A man and a woman is straight sex. I don't care how you flip it. If a woman is wants to be the man and the man wants to be a girl and y'all still having sex, it's still straight sex. Yeah, it happens. I seen it happen. I seen it happen. Don't I seen it on TikTok? Okay, I seen it. It was different, but they still straight technically because they still messing with the opposite sex, even though they both switch their sex.
Don't do that because my mind. I'm sitting up here really thinking about it and just all the
I,
way gone.
I seen it happen. It was a girl dressed as a stud and the dude dressed as a girl, but they was dating each other. So I guess she wanted to be a man, he wanted to be a girl.
So that
Yeah,
makes them straight.
it's still they still straight because I mean you still having sex the opposite sex, still straight. But
Okay.
but yeah, don't be ashamed to let her touch your gooch. Let get that experience. And the thing about it is, what happens in your bedroom shouldn't be out in the world anyway.
Right.
So whatever y'all doing in the
Never.
bedroom experiment, should nobody know what y'all doing. You ain't got to tell nobody what you tried. If people ask on Facebook, you don't feel obligated to answer. You ain't got to tell Facebook nothing.
Anybody ask on Facebook, anybody call you on Messenger, anybody FaceTime you, anybody call you. Ain't nobody business what y'all doing.
And as open as I am with my sex life, y'all still like I'm open with it to answer questions. I'm open with mostly my past sex life. What I do now, y'all know,
Right. It's
y'all,
off the table.
y'all know
It's
that.
completely off the table.
I had to make it clear to people. I'm like, the experiences I'm telling y'all about is before him.
Past.
And mind you, I was single for 7 years before him. So I've been with him for almost 3 years. So we almost 10 years out from the experiences I'm really giving y'all are during the time I was single. So for the
Right.
past 3 years, y'all ain't getting none of the truth. Like none of the honesty, nothing. Y'all ain't getting nothing about my relationship. All y'all know is we having sex and it's nasty. That's all y'all need to know.
That right there. That's what a lot. That's what people don't understand when we get on our platforms and stuff like that. A lot of people we don't talk about our now experiences. We're talking about our past experiences. Then we got to. This is how we get here now. This
Exactly.
is how we end up getting to be experts. We have now been gone through getting to certificate to become coaches and all this kind of stuff for things that we have been now, been experienced from. But I mean, things that we've been through to be
Exactly.
experienced now into. But our now we learn from that. So now we know our paths are different. We know
Exactly.
better, you know, going forward. So of course we're not going to talk about, today, I did XYZ and element of P. No, we're not doing that.
And
And if we did, guess what? We're correcting as we going forward.
Exactly, because they didn't look at my boyfriend a couple times sideways. I'd be like, it was not him. I'm like,
Mhm.
that was not. He'd be like, hold up, that wasn't me. I'm like, y'all don't listen to it. It ain't my
Right.
boyfriend. That's
That part.
the
Because it's
ex
like some
boyfriend.
statuses and stuff like that. I always get inboxes. Well, I'm so sorry that happened to your doesn't. I'm like, wait, first of all, disclaimer, anything I post here today has nothing to do with me in the now.
Exactly.
Today, it has nothing to do with today. So what y'all reading, y'all probably reading about something that happened about 10, 15 years ago. That
Exactly.
has nothing to do with today.
And that people learn that the hard way. I mean, because I'm a firm believer in when people say. I know it's a lot of time when people say they don't post they made on social media because they keep their stuff private. I'm like, nah, there's a difference between being a secret and being private. I post my boyfriend on social media. We post each other. We talk to each other. But what we go through is private. But we don't have to be a secret from everybody. Like I feel like people get the two confused. And like, I don't want to post. You don't have to post your man if you don't want to, because I don't want nobody. But it's kind of a secret if you just keeping your man on the low. He keep me. I mean, either you're a secret or you're not. Either just say you don't want to post him because you just not doing that social media thing. Don't say I don't
Right.
want to post him because I don't want X, Y, and Z to happen. Well, it just kind of means I don't know if you don't trust your mate or what, but I'm gonna post mine. He's out there, y'all gonna see him. But when we go through our stuff, y'all gonna all y'all need to know is 24/7. Assume we happy. 24/7, 7 days a week. Don't assume,
Right,
don't
right.
assume nothing else. Don't assume nothing else because we ain't gonna tell you. We could be arguing and we still gonna take a picture and smile and post it.
Right.
We at
Well, except for this topic today. Well, today and last week, this topic is because of me. But anyway, for other than that, we all everybody go through things, but who would want to do their daily? That's exhausting.
Ain't
Who
nobody got
wants to
time.
do that?
Nobody. Some people do though. I don't know how they. Like I would if I wasn't sexually satisfied with my mate. For one, I wouldn't be with him. Let's be clear. But I wouldn't tell y'all. Me and him would just like low on the low break up. But I would have never got into a relationship with nobody that doesn't sexually satisfy me. Let's make that clear. I am not one of those people. If I'm not sexually satisfied, no, he could be the greatest man, millionaire on earth. Listen, baby, you gonna buy me a new man or not? Like, is we cheating or not? Like, we got to make this clear. If I'm not sexually satisfied, this ain't gonna work. Not even a little bit. It came
Right.
from me, and I don't. And I'm not into teaching nobody how. People like, well, you can teach them. I teach people for a living. I'm not about to come home. I want to come home and get banged out. I don't want to teach my man at home. He got paid me to teach him. And then I sent him something like, I don't want to come home and teach nobody how to satisfy me. I want somebody to learn with me. We can still learn as we go, but I want somebody to satisfy me to a certain extent. And then we can learn each other's bodies. Not I'm just miserable in sex. Like, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, technically, that's how it's supposed to be in the bedroom, in a relationship, because when you come together, you're supposed to learn who each other are.
But
And then
they out here getting bad
it
sex.
ain't like bam, we are,
Right.
you know, a hand in glove. We fit made it. No, it's just, either you gonna fit the program or you're gonna leave the program.
And I'm all for if people want to wait to get married to have sex. I'm all for that. If that's the thing you want to do. Clearly I missed that bus. But I'm all for it if you want to do it. Um, Hopefully you and your mate have both not experienced anybody else at that time. I think it's easier for two virgins to wait to have sex and get married, or somebody who hasn't had a lot of sex partners,
Mhm.
because then you all can really learn and grow together. Now, if you was a hoe and then your mate wasn't, and then you might be not satisfied. If you're willing to teach them, teach them. But I got to test my product first before I commit to it for life. I need to test my product out and figure out if this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, because I can't do it.
Wow.
I
I
can't.
must be backwards. I don't know what. I must
No,
be the backwards one.
no, because it's okay for people to wait. If I'm a firm believer for people doing what they want to do when it comes to sex. If people want to wait, by all means, wait. You feel me? Because some people are willing to go through those and work with your partner and do that. Now, I'm just not one of the people at the stage I am in my life right now, because I teach people and people ask me, I don't want to come home to it. Now, if I was just regular old me, no, I'm lying. I still wouldn't do it back then either. Let me not lie. You got two chances, and then. But if people, like I said, I'm all for people having sex the way they want to have sex. If you want to wait, wait. Just make sure that you're not going to settle for bad sex because a person is X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Don't make sure that you're pleased in all aspects of your relationship. Don't be out here not being satisfied and walking around mad at the world, cussing everybody else out because you can't get a nut.
Then they're gonna have to call you for some sex toys
And people,
because
you
you
know,
can't get satisfied. But no, but I believe in okay, so this is my philosophy. So if you find that right mate, right? You find that right mate. But if you fall in love with the person, the sex should be okay.
it,
Like they
yeah,
will have the good sex for you because you love that person. That person is going to love you enough to satisfy you, to get you to have that orgasm, and you're going to love that person too because you're going to get that orgasm.
true.
Like you gonna get yours. Somebody, some kind of way, you gonna get yours because
Yeah,
you're gonna end up being dominant on them, or they they gonna do something.
and I'm
I know.
all about that love sex. I just always feel like that as long as I when we are mad at each other, I still need the sex to be good. If the sex is good, whether we happy or mad, I'm okay. Like, cause I want to be mad. If we mad, I want that. I want to build that tension. I need to get it out. I need to say, like one time I dated a guy. He was small. It was great, but when I was mad at him, this shit was whack, and I was like, nah, see, this ain't it. You're not it. Like I can't.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So
I need to be satisfied, happy, or mad when I don't like you or when I like you.
so when you want to focus on him as a person,
It
the
was
focus on what? Yeah, okay, I got it.
yeah.
And that's a true statement. That's
I need
true.
to be when I'm not that focused and I'm really angry. I needed to still be you banging me out. I'm like, yeah, get it out of me. This guy was. I was like, this big clit mother. If he don't get away from me with this big old clit he got growing out of him, like I was mad. Like it ruined it. So I need the even. And he doesn't. And that doesn't mean the guy has to be big. But with him, if he can be an average sized guy and still you if you're in love with him and y'all mad and it's still good, that's your person right there. That's your person. If y'all equally yoked on all fit, if he's willing, if your
Right.
partner's willing to learn, if he's not satisfying you, if he's willing to learn and he's willing to go the extra mile, or she is, that might be your person right there. If they're willing to go through the things, try new toys, incorporate, they're willing to do all that for you. That's your person. And if they just think they end all be all and ain't trying to do nothing, learn nothing new, then that ain't it. Let them go.
You be killing me with these toys, but yeah.
I mean, well, sometimes guys might need a penis pump or two. Listen, I say guys buy penis pumps from me, so they know they need a penis
I like
pump.
role play. Okay, so role playing and fake bondage.
And see, and
I
stuff
said
like
fake,
that. If
but
he's willing to
yeah.
go through that with you, that's your partner who's willing to try. If he never role playing, he's willing to try role playing for you. He's your partner because people don't, especially I think that women, not all the time, women are more willing to try things like role playing and stuff like that. Now, there are some women who don't want to try nothing. They just want to lay on their backs. Divorce her. Don't marry her if you get to.
I'm telling you. I don't know. We're talking about everybody in general, but I'm telling y'all, because if y'all in here, or y'all watch this on replay or whatever, I'm a person that I have not had no sex with nobody. But whoever opened this Pandora box, Mr. Man, you gonna be one lucky man.
And
Because I
it's
want to
okay
be
to start on your back, but that can you get up and roll over and throw arch your
somebody
back
need
back? Do
somebody
something.
need to come out the bed. You need to get on the floor. You need to get on the dresser. You need to get on the counter. You need to get thrust up against the wall. Come on, let's
Man,
get in the shower. Let's be creative.
something.
Hold my leg up over my head. Do something.
Something.
Do something. Come on, let's act like we swinging. We monkeys. Let's get on the doorway and let's hold on to let's do something.
Now, both of y'all want to be laying in the bed not doing that. If y'all satisfied like that, more power to you. That's for y'all. But if you are
Who
somebody who's
wants to
not,
be missionary? Ain't nobody sitting up here.
you
The
know, there's
next
some
day,
people who
the next time I'm gonna do it like this, I'm gonna be in the coffin. Okay, this gonna be
missionaries
it's gonna be
actually.
visitation.
Missionary can be fun if you modify, with the legs in the air type missionary. Modified missionary is very fun. The legs in
That
the
is
air.
okay.
I want
So
your legs by your ears and he's on you. Know what I'm saying that's like
roll
a
me
lot.
on my side and put my leg
That,
somewhere.
that, that the on the side,
Somewhere.
listen, the on the side in the morning time, hit
Ooh.
completely different when you rolling over, y'all both rolling into it.
Man, I miss having sleeping or being somewhere. Look at the Marco feet on my chest. That
Yeah,
is
that kind
something.
right there. That when I found out one day that my legs can go a lot further than I ain't flexible. But when I'm in the bedroom, apparently I become flexible. I pay for it the next day. I pay for them legs. I'd be like, what the heck happened to my
Man,
legs? They hurt the next day. I felt like I done worked out. But if he can get you into a pretzel and you ain't flexible, he is. Marry him.
man, I could be Indian style any kind of way. Just roll me.
Exactly. And it don't hurt until the next day. My legs hurt the next day. I'm like, what the
You
heck?
don't even know what my body just did on that. Lord. All I could just say is Lord.
Listen, that's it. That's one of them, boy. And flashback. There goes them fantasy orgasms and
That is
flash.
it. I have those all the time. My
Thank
fantasy.
you.
I just
Thank
have
you.
to think. I think of the person I would want to sleep with. That would be the person I would want to do it with, and that is the yup.
I used to do it with Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
Yes, my bae. That's my favorite. I done it with Dwayne Wade, Michael Vick, Allen
You used to
Iverson.
be looking. That's a fan. That Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade is my fantasy. Yes, he is my ultimate. Yes, he is my fantasy.
Maybe that's his name. My cup of tea. But yeah, that's
He's
yours.
not. He's not a lot of people's cup of tea, but listen. I've been crushing on that man since 2001. Listen, I was
I'm just thinking in my head, like, do I have? I have no celebrity crush. No celebrity. Anybody I want to just Nope.
Listen, I would pay $300 to watch Dwayne Wade stand on stage. That's how crazy I am. Not before the relationship. Okay, let me say it. Because I don't act as crazy about Dwayne Wade now. Because my man might feel some type of way if I'm going off this man that ain't here. But before the relationship, Dwayne Wade could say he's coming to stand on stage, and I'm gonna come and look at him. And yep, like I tell people all the time, if I was gonna have to choose a girl that I was gonna have sex with, it would have to be Gabrielle Union because she had sex with Dwayne Wade.
So you're gonna take the husband and the wife?
If they made me have sex with a female to get to him, let's go, Gab. Let's go. She's one of my favorite actresses anyway, so let's go. If I had to be one, let's go, Gabby.
I like her as an actress. Yeah.
She was my favorite before they got together.
Right.
So when they got together, I was like, oh, my babies. I cried a little bit because I was hurt because he got married like I was gonna meet him or something. But yeah, Dwayne Wade is him, and I mean Mike Vick was one of my crushes, and Ray Lewis was one of my other crushes. Like Michael Vick, the dog, the man who got
yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's why I'm like, that's why my face is tore up.
He's one of. Listen, I got some different crushes, but yeah, Mike Vick was one of them, and Ray Lewis was my other one. They was definitely all my little. But nobody's bigger than Dwayne Wade. Like, not a one person. Not a. Now, the dude from the Nuggets, though, he could probably get it, too. He ain't on the Nuggets no more, but he had the dreads on the Nuggets. He could probably get it, too. I forgot the dude's name, but he could definitely, but if he gonna wear his dreads down, his chocolate dreads, might be able to get it. Maybe I should convince my boyfriend to go with dreads.
I am not a dread queen. I have this guy that's always flirting with me. He sends me great texts. But I'm not, he's very cute. He has the most beautifulest eyes. He has is a gray or green eyes. He sends me, yeah, he's very gorgeous. Gorgeous smile, everything. But I just
I don't know. I'm not as big on him as
I'm not even desperate. He's single, I'm single, and I'm just like, it's the hair for me. It's just
see, like, my man now he has a low cut, so I'm okay with that. But them dreads do something to me. I don't know. Like they used to. They don't do as much. They don't do it for real now because like this guy got me all gone. So right now, guys, I see him. If me and him break up, I'm gonna marry a dreadhead. So I don't know what to tell him, but
I'm one of these people. If I see one, I'm a hum in on you. I'm channeling. That's it.
Yeah,
all that other stuff. Talking about, oh, he cute. Oh, I don't talk to this one no more. I'm like this. I'm a racehorse. I got blinders on.
I'm there with him. Well, I'm there with him. Like I'm not as gone off Dwayne Wade as I used to be. And people think that's weird, but I'm all into my man. And I feel like it would be even disrespectful to keep posting Dwayne Wade so much. He never told me to stop. He never even told me to stop. I just did it on my own because I'm all into this guy. Now, do I see other guys and say, oh, he's cute? Yeah, of course. I'm not blind. He sees girls, he think they're cute. He's not blind, but it's nobody I'm like, oh my God. Like, nah, he's him. Even if he ugly to anybody else, he's him. That's fine. He fine to me. Like, he's sexy.
He's stupid. You said even if he ugly, that's your man. You can't even say that.
He likes to call himself. He tells people he ugly. It's his thing. Like he's a comedian, so this is his thing. He does to people all the time. So I'm like, it don't matter if you funny looking to nobody else. You ain't funny looking to me. You funny and you good looking. We can do that. It's funny looking if we won't do that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm like that too because I might tell Dwayne Wade happy birthday. But I ain't just gone off of him. And I was like, damn, I'm in love and shit. Like, dang, Dwayne Wade can't even get my attention like he used to. I got to be in love.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I can't even do that. Like, who?
It's coming. It's going to happen. I promise. It's going to happen.
I can't tell nobody. There's only one guy I could tell. It's only one. But for anybody else, I can't even say, hey, how you doing? I get good morning, beautiful texts and all that kind of stuff. I don't even reply. I be like, hey, what's up?
And text messages might be over. I think good morning, beautiful gets overrated, especially if there's no.
I don't like them.
It's no follow through. Like if my man texts me good morning, beautiful, I'm like, before him though. I
Yeah, I
mean,
ain't even got one of them.
good morning, I guess. Like, I mean, what you want me to say? Like, because how many people you text good morning, beautiful to this
That
morning
part right
when you
there.
woke up? How many people
Like,
got the message?
take me out of the rotation, please, sir.
It's one guy accidentally sent before. It was a few years ago. He sent a group text message. He accidentally did it. I said, "Oh Lord, he didn't." And the girls in there talk. They didn't. The girls in there started talking to have. I said, he didn't send all of us. Man, you couldn't even send us separate messages. You did a group text. He was like, I didn't mean to do it. Busted.
Wow.
Then
Well, let y'all know. Here y'all go.
you to choose to be with him. I don't at this point. He's for the
Hey,
street.
I ain't
It's,
fighting to be with nobody that's in the group text. Hey, y'all can have
that
it.
is tackiest thing I can ever think of as a group. That is tacky. Like
You,
I get, and if you literally wake up texting, because my thing is this: the good morning text message is meant for you to wake up and somebody's on your mind and you're telling them good morning. If there's 15 of us on your mind, God dang, how'd you get time to think about all of us? Like
hey,
what?
look, everybody has a role, but 15, I don't know. But two or three, that's normal.
That's different because you're dating
Two or
around trying to
three
yeah.
has is a normalcy because you're rotational dating. But 15, if you rotational dating with 15 people, or somebody got something, somebody need to go to the clinic.
Are you trying to figure out who you trying to date? You might be a problem if ain't nobody interested in you like that. Two or three is, and I think two or three is a normal dating number. And eventually, if you like somebody, you'll eventually only be texting one of them. I
You
think
weed them out.
I think when dating happens, you eventually you zone in on that one person. Everybody kind of falls off on accident. You don't even try. It's like, oh, it's just me and him now, or me and her. And so that'll
Right.
happen. But if you got time to take, why you got 15 girls' numbers in your phone at the same time right now? Are these like you trying to go on a date or something? You trying to find something like you trying to find something. At this point, you just trying to fuck. You ain't trying to, cause ain't no way, ain't no
He
way.
is just fucking. Cause well, I still talk to a guy that got married. Him and I dated like 2.5, 3 years ago. But he told me he was dating me and this other lady at the same time. But the only way that he went further with her is because she could bear children. I couldn't bear children, and she wanted children. So this rotational date. That's when you grown. When you're rotational dating, and you
Exactly.
date many people. You know, but we still cool to this day. No hard feelings though.
Yeah, I had a guy like that, and I mean his girl. The difference was, I guess he was rotational dating. He told me about all these girls. The two or three he was dating, so I knew about all of them. One time at a party we went to, one of them is on the floor crying to me because he's not talking to her like that, and I'm thinking, you crying? She like they don't know who I know who all of them. Like they came to his party. He invited them to a party. So it was two of them. I knew who they were. They had no clue who I was, but he warned me like, "Hey, this is so and so. She's crying to me because he's ignoring her." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I mean, what you want me to do?" Um, I can't help you. Like, cause I was always his. I guess I won't say his main. Well, we wasn't in a relationship, but I was always the main because that was my dog too. It was my friend. So I knew
Right.
stuff. But his girl, some of them would get out of pocket. I'm like, if you don't get her in check, like I don't even. I already tell her to go somewhere. Like she would make up lies and stuff, talking about like I'm gonna be with him on Valentine's Day. I mean, if he gonna come, go ahead. I mean, but he was with me just because we cool. Like I don't do you trying too hard. You doing the most. But he was upfront, honest with everybody. And to this day, we never got in a relationship. Like that's my like me and him. When I'm not, I'm saying we don't talk because I'm in a relationship and I don't really talk. The only male I
Right.
really talk to is my best friend. Me and this guy's still cool because I would say that he's one of my close friends. We still cool though. I'm
Right.
rooting for him. I'm hoping that he settles down one soon. Because he's still out here in these streets single. He know who I'm talking about. Look if he's watching, but I'm hoping he settles down soon. I'm hoping I'm rooting for him. I think everybody deserves love, and hopefully he don't get beat up by one of them chicks. Because he's
Hey, what I say is it's the pandemic, man. Somebody got to settle down somewhere or find that special
listen. It's
someone.
exactly. I think I settled down right before me and him made it official, right before the pandemic, before in January 2020, right when it was starting to be a thing, and
Before
we
when
went
it
ahead and
came
settled down. Because listen, right now, I wouldn't even want to date in this time. Like dating is just getting horrible for people. Like it's a stressful thing. Like they making it more stressful than what it is. The way they dating and stuff. I'm glad that I got a boyfriend now because Lord, with me being who I am, guys don't know how to approach that. They don't know how to talk to me. Since I've had the show, they don't do right. They don't act right. Like, of course, sex is gonna come up when I'm going on a first date or a second date because I mean, when you ask me what I do, I'm gonna mention what I do. Can we talk
Right.
about sex without you talking about boning me? We can just talk about the kind of sex you might like, or you can even tell me about it. I'll even listen to a bad sex experience. I'll listen to all of that. But we ain't got to talk about fuck. I ain't say I want to have sex with you. Hold on. I didn't say that never came out of my
Right.
mouth. I never said that. So me and this one, I'm glad I got him because Lord, I can't do it right now in this day and age and dating. These people's crazy. The men and the women, they all nuts. So I'm gonna stick with mine. I'm gonna keep them over.
Well, hopefully one of these shows I'm gonna be on here and be like,
It,
Lord has been good to
you
me.
might be able to get like some. I'll get you two of them.
To what? Two men?
Even if you
No. Two men.
two men could work.
Two men.
I thought I
Two
was
men.
talking two men could work.
Yeah.
Polyandry is a thing.
But I need to get one first.
Oh well, yeah, but polyandry is definitely listen. It's a thing. Women, there are women who date like there's a lady who does I forgot what it's called. She does a school of poly. She has two husbands, but then her husbands each have different mates, different like not they have girlfriends. Not they're married to her. Well, one of them legally is, and the other one is, they say that he's married to her. And then her husband has three girlfriends. Her first husband has three girlfriends. Her other husband has like two girlfriends, but she also has a boyfriend. Like it's a lot, but they live their life as poly. Like they have kids, and she's cool with the other girlfriends. Like they'll go on a trip, the other girlfriend will come on a trip with them, and she'll be like, it'll be him, the first husband, and his girlfriend, and then she'll be with her second husband on the trip. It's a lot, but she does a school of poly. She helps people learn how to do poly relationships.
Right. That's what I was about to say. They got a super poly life.
Yes, like poly to the max. Like ain't no, I I can't see. I'm greedy. I can't see myself sharing. Like,
I
nah,
can't do it.
monogamy is for me. Like, I don't want share. Cause
Right.
listen, baby, I ain't
Mhm.
got it in me. Even if I'm mad at you, I want you to sleep right here in this bed next to me.
Yeah.
Roll over, and I'm gonna lay on you, and we just gonna be mad while we lay in the bed together. Ain't no
Yeah.
mad you sleep. Like I can't even do that. So I can't do a poly. Like it's not for me. Like
It's definitely
it
not
just
for me.
it's
I'm
not
not
for it's
living.
not for everybody. Some people can handle it, but for me,
They truly can't handle it, but they're dealing with it. They will deal with it just so they can have somebody. They're not. No. Mm-mm,
and what this lady and
no.
that's the thing. Like this lady, her and them, they all happy. Like but they all have other mates, so they got options. But they just really, I guess that's just truly their first. I guess it came to. I started with her, and they both realized they weren't made. They wanted more than one mate. Both of them did, but they loved each other enough, I guess. And she teaches people how to do it. Some people, I think, some people do settle, and I think some people actually live like that. But I think some, when it comes to women, especially, I think that some women settle to have this man in their lives, and so I got to keep this man. I'm gonna let him do what he do. I think some people really just like the Sister Wives show. They literally just live like that. It's for some people. It ain't for poly. Is whew.
I want a man. I want a husband. I just want
I just want to
us.
remember your birthday and when you going through your mood swings. I can't get another husband. I used to play like that. I can't have two men, and I gotta remember when you go on your mood swings when he's on his male period. Then I gotta remember when you on your male period. And then you get bruh, nah. You gotta go. Two of y'all getting on my nerves ain't gonna work.
I can't do it with none of them. Not
Me,
never. Not everybody.
me and
Not.
just one of them.
Not. I can't even get my legs up because I'm just don't even know what to think about it.
Yeah, I can't.
Like
It's
none
hard.
of it.
It's for
So
some people can, but keep that to the pros.
let me know. So um, I can't even think about that. I'm just in the no. I
Dag,
don't know.
I need to have a
I
show on
commend a lot of
poly.
people who do it, especially like some. I don't. I
I'm
can't do with attitudes. I need one person in my life.
me and Summer about to sit down and put that on the show. We about to do an episode on that. Since I be asking for poly people and they be scared to talk about it.
We had our show. Where were you when we had our
I
show?
don't, I don't
When we
know.
did Polly.
Probably listen. I'll be going to sleep when I get home. I
That
do
was
my
an interesting show too.
and that's what I like. I know some people who are like I want to find a female who has two men to talk about it, and I want to do a woman this probably with a man and another woman. Like I want to get to the nitty gritty. Like I'm
Oh,
gonna.
they was coming. They was throwing it out stomach too that day. Nah.
We talked about it before, but people be so scared. So I'm gonna have to get someone to come on since she's open with it and she's
Yeah.
not scared to talk about it. Because some people are so nervous, but I'm like, don't you live that lifestyle? I'm still trying to find a
But it's
virgin.
a lot of people that don't want others to know
Yeah,
they're actually living that lifestyle.
I feel like
They
if you don't
say
want
they
to,
won't. They say they're okay with it, but they're not okay with it.
and if they can't, then you ain't gotta live it. If you ain't okay with it, if you can't say it to the world, you ain't gotta say it to the world like that. But if it's something you're ashamed of, don't do it.
Yeah,
Like I'm
exactly.
still trying to find a virgin. Like I need like an adult virgin, like not a born again. I need an adult virgin to come on my show and let's
How
talk.
about the time? Come on. What you need to talk about? I'm
But
gonna
I
do a
know,
version right now.
like I had one, but she didn't want to tell nobody. So I'm like, I need somebody who's willing to talk about they never had sex. Cause I just want to talk about they had those same. When I say adult, like I want it to be 25, 26, somebody who's lived a little bit. Because if when you're young, if you're a virgin, you don't know what you're missing because you ain't had it. You ain't had some of the urges and stuff. I need somebody who's been tempted to come on
I'm
and talk.
tempted every day. I'll tell you, I have a male friend. He sat there, I was tipsy. And when I say I was so tipsy, I was livid tipsy. And sitting on his porch, looking at his fine ass. And he's like, what's on your mind? I had to wait till like the next day or the day after that to tell him. I said, baby, let me tell you, I had an out of body experience that I got up, came over you, sat on your ass, and fucking shit out of you on your porch. I, as a grown woman, had to listen to him over and over again say, what's going on with you? Like a schoolgirl. Nothing.
I'm complete because I would have went over. I would have thought about it and I would have been over and sitting on.
Yeah, cause that's where I was. It was a lot. It was a lot restraining me for not doing that. And I was proud of myself.
That's good. That's good restraint. That is great. Like that you can do that. I mean, I've done it before, but sometimes it depends on how much I'm trying to restrain. Like I don't even look after. I don't even want to restrain myself. What's up? I can't do it no more. Come on, just come on. Let's make it happen. But then you'd be mad if it's whack too.
No, I don't think this was going to be whack. I don't think it was going to be whack. And I see a lot of people always saying they blame things on alcohol. There was no, I couldn't blame it on the alcohol, saying alcohol was going to make me do it because I was lit on lit.
They be blaming stuff on alcohol. I just blame. The only thing I blame on alcohol is if it gives me a little more courage to do what I wanted to do when I was sober. I've been wanting to do it. I just needed a little extra. I don't blame it on the alcohol though. The alcohol just drink a little bit. I'm ready now.
Surprise. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, had a lot of control for born again version. So yeah, I could do that show.
When I do it, I'm gonna let y'all know. So we're gonna get y'all come on there.
I could do that show, but I don't know how much longer though. How soon you gonna do that? How soon you gonna do that show? Because
can you do it tomorrow? No.
Right. I'm gonna give you until about Monday. No, sister, body is calling. But I ran over because some usually be like, we gotta wrap this up. I ran over about 21 minutes, but because you know what? I could do that. I can run over on the show. And you know what? Cha Cha Tober, 99.9 Urban Scene. She might cut my show over there at
Tell her don't do it.
in Vegas. Yeah, we gave out some good information there. We talk about some good things right here on the last 22.14 seconds of this show. But anybody that got on here to listen to the second part of the Big O series, we thank you for joining in today. Download 99.9 Urban Scene radio station in your Play Store. Is that what they call that thing? The
Yeah.
Play Store? Play.
I think Apple Store and Play Store. I think Google
Right.
Play
The
Store,
Apple Store and the Play Store. Hey, look, this is summer's end. I don't do this part right here because I am not. I don't. Like, okay, I have not rehearsed this in a long time. So please follow us on all platforms, My Sister's House 100, and please subscribe, share on our YouTube page. Please, please. I am begging. That is a beg. And also, if you feeling generous, hit our cash up at $ My Sister's House 100, and always call us at. Of course, nobody called us today, thank God, because I want to answer it because the phone's right here and I ain't answering. Call us at 407-632-3627. Told you I don't know nothing. Some will be knowing that stuff at the top of her head. She be like rolling it, boy. See, I don't know nothing at all. But please come back next week. I don't know the topic, but guess what? Always check with us, check with the flyers, check on Instagram, or check on right here on My Sister's House. Look for the flyers because I have no idea. Anyway, hey, thank Nene. No, look what I did to your name. Thank you, Nene Lynn. I was about to say Nene Leaks. That's why I had. Thank you, Nene, for coming in. She is the sexologist. Drop your information and also drop your webpage because she also sells sex toys that I won't buy, but she sells some sex toys y'all might like.
My website is www.neneatnight.com. That's Nite spelled Nite. Facebook, Nene Lynn, or Nene at Night. Instagram, Nene at Night 2. Twitter, Nene at Night. You on TikTok, Nene at Night. I mean, everything Nene at Night, but on my website, you can find me always. You can connect with me on my website. I got a chat feature. I'm always available. But I might not answer until the morning if you text me too late.
But in other words, she be asleep.
And my podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Download it, listen to it. A new episode will be up next Wednesday.
Y'all gonna get some more of that good stuff because she nasty.
That's my name. Nasty Nene's the name, and sex is my gang name.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Whoever popped in, popped out, and will catch us on replay. Catch y'all next Thursday, same time at 7 p.m. on My Sister's House. See y'all.